and
suppress, limit the amount of this universe that someone can perceive. It's a bit like tuning your television to channel 1, because then it will only pick up channel 1. And a lot of this, because you know, 95% of human DNA, scientists call junk DNA because they don't know what it does. Well, a fundamental part of that junk DNA, I mean, what are they saying that the creator of this human body originally said, okay, we'll put 95% of DNA in there and it won't do anything, but that will confuse them. No, it was there to do something. And what's happened with this genetic manipulation is they've firewalled off this body computer's ability to perceive, decode, experience great chunks of this virtual reality universe that humans used to access once. And it's also been done in energetic terms as well, and ways that I'm fast beginning to understand. And where I'm leading with all this is that there are energetic, you might call them mathematical equations, which, when they are activated, will unhack the hack. It will unpick the firewall and the firewalls. And this reality is going to change dramatically when that happens. It's difficult to talk about it because there's so many things to get across before it makes any kind of real sense. This is why it has to be written down, really. But every time I think about this point where this energetic firewall comes down, I see Sleeping Beauty waking up and going, what happened? Where am I? Because this energetic hack firewall has in effect put humanity to sleep. We are accessing such a tiny band of frequencies because we've been put into this vibrational prison cell, if you like, that it's breathtaking. I mean, when you think that the electromagnetic spectrum is something like 0.005% of what exists in this universe, and that visible light is a fraction of the 0.005%, you can see that we are barely decoding anything compared with what there is to decode and experience in this virtual reality universe alone. And when you see it in those terms, it becomes more and more blatantly obvious that there has been some devious manipulation here to put us in this tiny band of frequencies which we perceive as everything, when it's a tiny little television station that we're accessing. And this is what is going to change. People can protest in the streets and do all that, and you know, we should make our presence felt, and there's many things we can do to support this. But what's happening in the end is it's an energetic change. It's an energetic shift that's going to take place, because there are forces at work that are in the process of bringing this about. And what you have is humans are kept in a tiny box by suppression of information, suppression of knowledge, and many other means. Then you've got the non-human, the reptilian group that is behind this whole conspiracy. And they're also in a box of awareness, because their state of being is, we wish to control, we wish to enslave, and all the rest of it. Our state of being, mentally and emotionally, affects fundamentally the energy field that we are projecting. And when you are in a state where you want control over, you want to enslave, where you can cause incredible suffering and have no empathy with the consequences for others of your actions, that puts you in a low vibrational state. And energy consciousness is information. The lower your vibrational state, the less information you can access. Because, you know, how can, if you're vibrating to the frequency of channel 1, you're not going to connect with channel 2, because you're on different wavelengths. Never the twain shall meet. So the very fact that these reptilian entities want to enslave, want people to suffer, want to cause mayhem, means that they're in a very low vibrational state. This means they can't access higher levels of awareness. And so what they have to do to control humanity is put humanity in a lower level of awareness than they're in. There's this saying, in the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. This reptilian group is the one-eyed man. And what they have sought to do, and they've done it brilliantly up to this point, is they want to make humans blind. But there are other forces at work which can be accessed, which these reptilian entities cannot access. Because of their state of being, they cannot access that level of awareness. And if they could access that level of awareness, they would very quickly double the toilet roll order. Because there are things